next, I'm going to move over to Kalindi, and I know you have some things in the wellness realm. That's the other thing I love, again, on court and off court, right? There's one thing about the on court things, and then it's the off court aspects, and whether it's mindset, wellness, and these different areas. And there's a great line of products on the off court side as well. And so, Kalindi, would you mind sharing? I know you've got maybe some practices for us as well as some products to show.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, I feel like we just worked really hard on the tennis and pickleball court, so let's take a quick stretch break.
Yes.
So this is I'll call this part of one of my favorite stretches, which would be hard to demo on this webinar with my current camera angle. So I'm just going to do the upper body part, which is also super easy because we're all sitting down. So if you ever find yourself at a computer a lot, or really anything, because we do so much forward motion. I'll back up just a little bit so you can see a little better. So much forward motion, computer, driving, tennis and pickleball. Think about it. It's a lot of it's forward. It's, tend to have built up chest muscles, built up quads. The other side of our body doesn't really get much attention. And you tend to see then some people as they get older tend to round forwards like this. So this stretch combats all of those things. So all you're going to do is just open your arms out to your side like this, and we're just getting like a gentle chest stretch in, and we'll hold this for about a minute. Just because a minute is I saw Joe's eyes get really big there. See, the reason we hold stretches for a minute, this will help the minute go by faster. I was going to take you guys through some nice breathing, so let's at least do let's say exhale, and then nice easy inhale. Breathing helps to relax the muscles, but we do a minute because that's the minimum amount of time for the body to realize, oh, okay, I'm safe in this position. I can relax. It's safe to assume a new position. Really, if you tell people a minute and a half or 2 minutes, that'll get it to a minute, because we're talking about like an actual minute, not like a New York minute. That's really 30 seconds. And I was super guilty of this when I was, playing as a teenager a lot. Like, it was like the good old fashioned 10-second stretch and call it good. And I had a lot of injuries that I struggled with. So I wish that I had taken my time stretching. I'll just take one more exhale here. And let the inhale arise naturally. So I like to cue exhale first, because if you can let all the air out, then the inhale it comes naturally, like you're extending the exhale versus like, oh my God, inhale, go slow exhale, and then just.
And Kalindi, holding your arms up, I'm finding, like I do the bolster stretch that you showed me.
And we can come out of that now. Yeah.
I'm just saying, like holding the arms up, I find a little bit difficult because I'm having to hold the weight of my arms up while I do it, like the tension through here. So my muscles are firing. So like if somebody has a horse, they could lie on the back of the horse facing the sun.
Yeah, so this was just a simple, one we can do at our desk, and also there would be easy, thanks for bringing that up, because there's easy modifications. So if it's a little bit feeling like too much to hold the arms up, you can also just have your arms lower while still seated in the chair, and that's going to stretch slightly different muscles.
Oh, right.
But also up can be like, you can turn this into almost a strength exercise, because you could do little pulses behind you. And then there's strengthening. There's so many options, same like you mentioned, the one that you like to do where you can be on a bolster or a pillow, just lying in bed, open it up. That's, super, super relaxing. So yeah, many ways to get this kind of stretch in. And yeah, that's basically the stretch I wanted to share. And then, Billy, you mentioned products and our whole wellness line, and I realized that this is Game Changer episode 4, and I haven't shared my wellness line, which is kind of my passion. I got into the off-court side and the wellness piece because of injuries with tennis, anxiety, all kinds of things, and did my yoga teacher training and mindfulness trainings and mindful self-compassion, and just really felt like, hey, like I want to share this with other players, and we came out with this really innovative line of a couple of really cool yoga mats. So this one is the foldable yoga mat. And it's really neat because you'll notice instead of being rolled up, it folds. So you've got that accordion-like aspect. And actually, Billy, do you mind maybe pulling up our website so that people could see what, what it looks like fully out? Because what's really neat about this is usually, a yoga mat is just a yoga mat. This is a yoga mat, but it also works as a meditation cushion. You can, change the shape in all kinds of ways. You can add extra support, which we'll see in the pictures here in a second, extra support under the hands or knees. It can function as a long block. So yeah, so that's like, one variation. And yeah, maybe just cycle through a few pictures just so people can see better than what I was demoing. Made from eco-friendly materials. It's super lightweight, so just easy to throw into, a racket bag, bring around with you. You might have if you're already, doing a yoga practice, you might already have certain equipment at home. But, to travel, you want something light. I've gotten great feedback. Oh, it fit great into my suitcase, super light. I don't need a bolster and a mat because this functions, as both. So yeah, you can see some of the variations there, different ways to set it up under the hands and knees there. It's, I'm doing that, Joe, your favorite stretch. So I'm using 2 mats in one. And
that's like as a bolster, you can use it too.
Exactly. So it's really multi-purpose, lightweight. I'm super excited about it. Everyone that I've showed it to and has gotten their hands on it has been just super excited. And we also have a complimentary mat called the Get a Grip mat. So this is it's heavier duty, also eco-friendly. It's extra wide, which is nice because especially if somebody is a little bit taller or just in general, I like having a little bit of extra space. It's very non-slip, super grippy. So, I've had a partner of ours has used this in the Florida sun, and she said she accidentally, spilled some water on it and it got more sticky. So basically the design is just designed to be really non-slip. Another thing that, these mats can work very well together also, because I've sometimes put down my grip mat and then I've used the foldable mat either for extra cushioning or, as a cushion, as a long block, as a meditation cushion. And another thing that I really like about both of them, and that was one of the goals in this line, is most of the high quality yoga equipment out there is very expensive. Manduka mat, for example, I love Manduka mats, but they're over $100. So we really wanted something that was of that quality or higher at an affordable price point. So it's under $70, and we have coupons we frequently give out, and do free shipping on them. And and if you're a studio or a tennis shop and you're looking to add to your to maybe a little wellness section, we do have for all of our products, but just sharing for these in particular, we do have a distributor, an active distributor base and wholesale price list, and some of our top distributors have already added this mat, which is awesome. Big Sporting Goods, Lifetime Fitness, Go for Sport. So looking forward to seeing how things will evolve. And the last product that I'll share just complements both of the mats. It's our little yoga mat bag. And this actually fits both of the mats together if you happen to have both with you. And it's just, fun pattern, has a great extra little pouch. And you can see there, both mats are in the bag. And that's basically it. I don't know if I missed anything, Billy or Joe, feel free to.
Well, and just if anybody wants this for a event, where they want their event name on it, or a company where they want to have their design and their logo or whatever, we also do that with proper notice. We can have our factories make it, and we stand behind it with our experience, so they know the quality they're getting. They know they're dealing with a reliable company that's going to communicate how long it takes at very favorable pricing. So
absolutely. And for those of you that don't know, that's a part of our business we've also been doing for many years, on the private label side. So we private label for example, pen, you know, especially our portable pickleball nets are very popular in that department. So you might be using one of our nets and not even know it. And you know, we can private label for most of our products with, again, enough notice, meeting the minimums, but it can be a great partnership, and we love to do that. I mean, I think being a family business, we've always felt like we have this flexibility and adaptability, and we don't have the ego of like, oh my gosh, we need our information on the product. No, like we're happy to, you know, make it for you, and so that you can lean into our, you know, expertise.
That's awesome. Yeah, it's a great line. Love the products. My wife uses them all the time, especially with the foldable mat. One of my favorite features, my knees tend to hurt when I put, you know, when I'm on, you know, it's just all the weight on the knees, and I love being able to fold it back and just in that one section and take some of the pressure off. Yeah, it's awesome.
Yeah.
All right,
Yeah,
great. Well, thank you,
absolutely.
Kalindi.